Olufisayo, Stephen Babalola from the Department of Elect, and I've been around the OAU campus for some 12 odd years after sojourning to the industry, consequent upon my post first degree qualification here. Whatever research anybody is doing, is there somebody waiting, like COVID-19 vaccine for your result? That is the missing link. If nobody is waiting, then whatever research you say you are doing, there is no room for talking about its integrity because it's on the shelf gathering dust. A laboratory scale, cluster energy resource, smart distribution. It was initially difficult to actually understand whether there is a need for a collaborator. But in my own case, I got involved with a collaborator by providence. A professor of physics, atmospheric physics, yes, Professor Jegede, had to begin to show me certain things when I had issues with the way to go about this unique area that I want to actually, enter into to solve the problem I've come to solve. So, because it's in atmospheric physics and those things I require are domiciled with him, he embraced me, and so the first experimental setup that we made in the area of solar energy harvesting was actually enhanced by him because he had to release everything in his research outfit. Paranometer, data logger, anemometer, temperature sensors, and all the like. So, and those are the things I just needed to take off. So I collaborated with physics department, atmospheric physics, with Professor Jegede. After working for blue chip companies, I discovered that there is no way anybody, a young man, could move forward in this country unless electricity problem is solved. So I had to go back, even at old age, to where I belong and start masters and a PhD. So my motivation was the knack for solution to electricity problem in Nigeria. That is the most interesting part of the whole thing, and that is what is driving me per minute. And what do I mean? It's a project that was conceived based on solutions to problems. And the approach was to say that how do we make sure that every home, every entrepreneur, every individual that desires to make ends meet by doing something, that desires to operate in an office where you have all the comfort, how do we make sure that they will not suffer from this comatose power supply? So the national grid had become something else. If you have that kind of a network, and for 60 years we have been struggling to make sure it's stable and it's sustainable, but the two have eluded us. And so the solution that should be preferred should be one that will encourage those things that are missing. And in so doing, it has now served as an umbrella that will first of all capture the needs of the people in remote area where the cable will not even get to so easily. So the approach is to say that a power supply system, which is cluster energy resource, can get from solar, get from wind, get from hydro, get from every other manner of waste material or free energy resource to power this system, so that the remotest person with a pepper grinder can begin to enjoy facility for his installation or her installation without necessarily waiting for when 1,000 kilometer cable, which may never come, will be brought in. And so the system, as it were, centers around the benefits that accrues to a solar panel, solar energy system. And as a result of that, the system being ubiquitous, everywhere present, being inexhaustible, that is, there's no amount of solar energy you draw. Tomorrow morning, the sun will rise again. So you can take advantage of that and begin to do something that will be scalable. So the people that will benefit will be you, myself, our children for their toys, homes, we take care of the polarity, of the solar system, because it comes in a DC. So you don't have to convert and waste energy. So we can easily supply small energy, micro energy to bulbs, charging equipment, fans, TVs. And so anybody in any home, particularly in a community like ours, can just annex, a tracked solar system, and you begin to enjoy, power supply to all those things when the AC from the mains has disappeared. And so you can make it scalable gradually, and then you move on and on and on from very low power level. So from that viewpoint, it is actually meant for everybody, up to and including rural areas. It depends on how the person wants to address the solution to his own problem. So if you want to start small, we are here to start small and grow big with you. So that is the whole. It's an all-encompassing thing, but you can start small with, a smart switch arrangement for a DC AC system. If you ask me whether I'm targeting any industry, I will say I am targeting my room, my home, my office, Physics 102, which is the adjoining theater, and the uttermost part of the world. Because by nature of the research work, it covers everything, but it can start at the micro level, to small level, to medium level. Somebody once told me that there's a particular uncle of his that has a flour mill, and that he wants sustainability of power for the flour mill. And he was asking me how we could help out. So I now asked him, what are the machines? What are the nature of the machines? And I was happy he remembered that the mills actually are two generations of machines. There is a generation that takes power from the utility, and there's another generation. So he said that it's not being used now, that is direct current. So that one will take direct current, in which case, if you can harvest energy from solar and all other devices, and such an industry can begin to have better efficiency, because they can now run more machines sustainably. So it's going to service a lot many industries, that will be ready to look at how to start more and grow big, that will be ready to look at those machines that will incorporate, the DC components, even though the AC components will still be there and functioning when they can have utility.